Welcome everybody to the special 3-part Planetstrike Crusade campaign, The Liberation of Malbrus 6. Joslin from the Netherlands has brought his Lamenters to face off against Hive Fleet Charon. For the past few months, Malbrus 6 has fallen under the invasion of this Hive Fleet, which has managed to defeat the planetary forces and destroyed almost all of the Bastions of Hope. When Captain Aracel of the Lamenters chapter found out that there was a large group of civilians still holding out hope against the Tyranid forces, he personally led a strike force to the planet to liberate them. We are going to be following the planetary invasion campaign outlined on page 24 of the mission pack Containment for Crusade Rules, with the Lamenters being the attackers and the Tyranids being the defenders. The first mission, Planetary Assault, will be carried out in this video on YouTube, and the other two, whatever they manage to be, will be in the MiniWarGaming Vault. Links below to those games. And you can also join the MiniWarGaming Vault with a free 7-day trial. Let's take a look at the forces. On the Tyranid side, Hive Fleet Charon awaits. There is a special spearhead detachment that the Lamenters are going to have to face throughout these 3 games. It is led by a Tyranid Prime. And then also there is a TERVIGON birthing more Termagants to help out. For our troop choices, we've got a unit of 20 Termagants with their flesh borers, and then a unit of 4 Tyranid warriors with death spitters, bone swords, and other weapons. In our elite slot, we have a unit of 3 PYROVORES. And then on our fast attack, we have a Parasite of MORTREX, going around and seeding more Ripper Swarms. And onto our 3 heavy support choices, we've got a unit of 3 BioVores protecting the Hive, and a beefy CARNIFEX with its heavy venom cannon and scything talons. And lastly, 3 Hive Guard with their impaler cannons.
Leading the Lamenters, Captain Aracel. He has a Relic Blade and a Combi Melta, a Jump Pack. He is the Imperium Sword with the Gift of Foresight, and he dons the Armor Indomitus. Assisting him in his leadership is the Librarian Dreadnought Nyros. He is Iron Resolve and knows the powers Quickening, Wings of Sanguinius, and Shield of Sanguinius. In my troop slots, there's a tactical squad of 10 Marines with a Combi Melta, a Melta Gun, and a Multi-Melta. The sergeant wielding a chainsword. Then there's 2 more tactical squads. They are identical, 5 Marines, a Combi Flamer, and a chainsword. There's a Vanguard Veteran squad with Jump Pack, 5 Storm Shields, and 5 Thunder Hammers. 5 Death Company Marines with 4 Hand Flamers, 1 Inferno Pistol, and Power Fists, also with Jump Packs, and a Death Company Dreadnought with 2 Heavy Flamers and 2 Blood Talons.
Our first mission will be Planetary Assault on page 34 of this Crusade pack. In it, the Defender's deployment zone is pretty much the entire center of the table. There are 3 objectives on the table. 2 of them are going to be strongholds, so I have a couple pieces of terrain on here that I'm going to count as bastions. I'm able to bring up to 20 power rating of fortifications for free, although it does allow my opponent to drop more firestorms on me. And then I have a 3rd objective in these ruins right here. Now, the point of this, of course, is just to grab objectives and for the attacker to destroy strongholds and control them. So the progressive objectives is at the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn it is scores 5 victory points for controlling 1 or more objectives, 2 or more objectives, and 1 or more strongholds. And remember, the bastions that are objectives are strongholds. On top of that, at the end of the game, you get 10 victory points for each objective marker you control, and the attacker specifically scores 5 victory points for each of the defender's strongholds that were destroyed during the battle. And we are all set up here, ready to go. So there's only 2 minor modifications that we're making to Crusade. We're actually playing this by the books. The first modification is we're just going to double all the experience gained from any source. Because we're only playing 3 games, it can take a couple games before you get your first 1 or 2 upgrades, so we wanted more than that to happen. So any source of experience is doubled. The second change is that in the Tyranid book, there are 3 stages that I have to go through for overcoming a planet, and we're starting me in stage 3 consumption.
And as a result, I have a Chief Librarian. That's
right, and you were allowed to bring a chapter command, which normally you have to earn throughout the campaign. But either way, it's supposed to represent the fact that the planet is already at the consumption stage, and you're trying to stop it. You're trying to finish this off, and I'm trying to finish consuming the planet at the same time. So really the winner will be determined based on how the 3 missions go. But based on who wins the first one determines how the second mission goes, and so on and so forth. We got a lot of cool terrain here. The mat is from Table War. All the ruins are from Games Workshop. The Tyranid terrain that you see is actually from Micro Art Studios, and then I had Adam from Greenleaf Terrain modify it to make these cool pools. We're going to treat those as dense terrain. These are bastions, remember, so they work just the same. Like the camp is having 4 heavy bolters on them and transport capacity and all of that. And then they're just ruins like everything else. And so now we are going to get deployed. At this point, Joslin chose that side to be his table edge, which gives him a 4-inch deployment automatically because there wasn't anything marked on the table. I got to know that before I deployed. Defender deploys next. I have inside of this bastion, I've got all my warriors, my prime, and my parasite. And then inside of this bastion, I've got the unit of pyrovores ready to come out and surprise him. Unless he kills them, of course, which is quite a possibility. TERVIGON in the back, trying to stop any deep striking. So the way that it works in Planetstrike, if you're not familiar, the attacker can actually put up to 2/3 of their army in strategic reserves, and it doesn't cost any command points to do so. And then when they come in from strategic reserves, you actually roll to see if they come in, and they get bonuses based on what kind they are. And your whole army, all the infantry, beasts, swarms, and things that can fly, can deep strike, essentially. And so you're supposed to be dropping in all over the place. So even things that normally wouldn't deep strike get to deep strike, which is kind of cool. Also, just so you know, the spearhead doesn't cost me any command points because I'm the defender. And you could theoretically, as the attacker, do a vanguard or outrider without it costing you command points too. And so this is mine's a spearhead, yours is a battalion, but that's fine because it still has a good dropping infantry force as well. So now that we're at this stage, the next thing that we do, well, let's talk about our agendas first, what we chose, and then you can firestorm me. So what agendas did you choose?
I have Raise and Ruin, so my warlord gains experience if strongholds get destroyed, and my units get experience for destroying buildings. And I have Honor in Death. My Death Company Marines, if they die, my entire army gains experience and I get an extra requisition. If they don't die, I do not gain the requisition for playing a battle.
Oh, so they need to die.
They need to die.
Nice, okay. And I got the tables turned. Oh, how the turntables. And so essentially, you have to choose 5. I'm thinking the wrong one. I get a tally, which gets me experience, for every unit that I kill that comes in from strategic reserves. So basically everything that's not on the table, which is that's your combat squatted Marines, half of them, the guys with the flamers, and then your dreadnoughts. So everything else, I get more experience for killing them. On top of that, I chose the Tyranid one, Hunt and Slay, and you choose 5 of your units, if you have at least that many, and I get extra experience for killing those, essentially. And I get extra biomass and the other points that I need to take over the planet as well. So I'm trying to actually do that part of my crusade. I'm going to need I need 3 resistance points and 4 consumption points is the way it works, in case you know the Tyranid rules. Okay, so that's all said and done. Now you're going to do your firestorms. Yep. So the first thing you do with the firestorms is you place 6 markers numbered 1 through 6. So he placed them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have to be at least 9 inches from any other firestorm markers. Next, he's going to determine how many firestorms he gets. Now, it's normally D3, but then he gets to add more based on how many strongholds I brought. Because I brought 20 power rating of strongholds, it'll be D3 plus 2. So go ahead.
And I will spend 1 command point for an extra firestorm.
For 1 extra firestorm, yes. Because we're in an incursion level, yeah. It'll be D3 plus 3 then. So you're getting 5, a good average number. Now, before he resolves them, there are some stratagems that I can use, and I definitely, well, I can't really save myself from that bastion getting the crap bombed out of it, but I can try to save these guys. So essentially for 2 command points, I can redeploy up to 3 of my units, but I can also spend 1 command point or 3 command points to move a couple of these. So I can spend 1 command point to move 1 or 3 command points to move 2, and I choose 1 and it moves 2d6 inches. Now that's kind of dangerous because they have a blast radius of 3 inches is really good and 6 inches is still good. So they need to move like at least 6 inches away for this one to be nullified. When you're rolling a 2d6, that's kind of scary. Mm-hmm. But I guess I can choose the order that I do these, although it's 3 command points to move 2 of them. So I'm going to spend 2 command points right now for a coordinated redeployment and redeploy up to 3 of my units. I can put them in strategic reserves if I want to as well for no additional command points. So I redeploy my TERVIGON, Termagants, and my Biovores, so they're no longer in range of any of the markers. So before I go any further, I have to decide if I want to move any of the markers. Now it's really raining down hellfire on my strongholds, and I don't like that. This one's less on the stronghold, but it is within 3 inches of the CARNIFEX. So it's a hard choice if I want to spend more command points to do this, because there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with command points, and I only had 6 to start. Do you know what? I'm going to spend 1 more command point to move 1 of them. So I'm gonna choose that one. Because if I roll nice and high, I don't know, maybe I can get close to your guys and firestorm you.
Maybe. I wouldn't like that.
Well, it's 8 inches. So that's not far enough for it to get to you. So basically this one's just gonna go over here and be useless. So now number 1 and number 3 have no targets. Now, there's other command points, stratagems that you can use to modify your dice rolls. So what we're gonna do rather than watching this, because it can get a little tedious, is we're gonna resolve it and I'll show you the results of it. The result is pretty good. You rolled pretty hot. You brought this bastion from 18 wounds down to 8, and the same thing for that bastion. You took 3 wounds off of one of the Hive Guard, and you killed this Carnifex from the Firestorm. And with that conclusion, we are going into Battle Round 1, where the attacker automatically goes first. You get a command point, you got your command phase now.
Yep, and the Librarian Dreadnought will plop Wisdom of the Ancients and reroll 1s to wound in an aura.
Okay, so it's a 6-inch aura, right?
Yep.
Is that your whole command phase?
That's my whole command phase.
Okay. So we go into movement, so you get to move your guys, as you would expect, and then we start rolling for your reserves. Anything that you want to bring in, you don't have to roll, comes in on a 4+, unless it was a flyer, fast attack, or dedicated transport, which none of your guys are, so they'll all be on 4s. Advancing the combat squad over there, trying to get up to the objectives.
Just do extra.
Yeah, so you basically pushed me back to my side with your firestorms and are running up to the objectives. Then rolling for reserves, so just roll 4+. Yes. Oops, sorry, we know it's a yes. Next. No.
Captain.
No.
The Flamer Squad.
No.
And the Death Company.
Yes, so these 2 are coming in.
Yeah.
And what are these guys?
These are tactical squads with a combi melta, melta gun, and a multi-melta.
So Melta Squad.
Yeah.
I should point out, because I don't think we said this before, but you're using Primaris Marines, but you've converted them to be Firstborn, is that right?
Yes. These is a fully Primaris exclusive list.
So excluding.
Yeah. Excluding.
And then other side of the table, we got Death Company, who get to choose that they're in the Assault Doctrine, getting ready to go. Psychic phase, I'm out of range for any denying, so you can just go ahead and cast whatever the crap you want.
I will start with the Quickening.
Quickening, needing what?
Not that.
That's a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'll go for Smite.
Smite, which you rolled a 1 and a 5.
That's
4.
good.
That's nice. That's those D3 mortal wounds to the fortification, because that's obviously the closest enemy unit.
That's
2.
2.
All right. So we're down to 5 wounds here, which should allow you to finish
6.
it off.
I only did 2 mortal wounds.
Oh, you only did 2. Okay, so down to 6 out of 18. The shooting phase.
Starting with the Melta Squad. The combi Melta is just firing the Melta thing. So
Okay.
2 Melta guns.
2 Melta guns not in Melta range.
No. Trees.
They both missed. You get to reroll 1s from anybody?
Nope.
No, let's just reroll 1s to wound.
Yep.
And then the multi-Melta, 2 more shots.
Hitting on 4s.
On 4s, because you moved. Oh!
Okay.
I guess you need some extra help.
Yeah.
And then a couple of bolters as well, because why not?
Hit.
Oh, they're accurate. So 4 hits.
6s. Rerolling 1s.
Yes. So 0. You got Stormbolter coming from the Dreadnought, the Librarian, hitting on 3s, winning on 6s, rerolling 1s. He gives himself the reroll, right?
No, he's not core. He's character.
Oh, that's right, because he's a character Dreadnought. And then you got a couple Heavy Flamers
Yep.
from the other one. So how many hits?
2d6 Heavy Flamers.
So 7 auto hits. 5s to wound here.
Yep. That is 4 wounds.
4 wounds at -1.
-2. I'm in Devastator Doctrine.
Oh, you're in Devastator Doctrine, that's right, and they're heavy. So that gives me a 5-up save. So 2 saves, so I'm down to 4 wounds on this Bastion. Probably going down in the assault phase. And there's a squad that's hiding back there. So they're going to fire their flamers.
Yeah, and all bolters.
Yeah, why not, right?
2 flamers.
So there's 12 auto hits. 6s to wound, rerolling 1s. Yeah. I see a couple in there already.
3 6s.
3 6s, but no 1s. So 3-up saves, right? No AP on these? Oh, golly. 2 of them get through. 2 wounds left. You finish it off with the bolters.
The combi bolter. 1 hit.
Wounds on a 6.
And then...
Oh, you're going to roll separate.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other bolter's hitting on 3s. Ooh, they all hit.
Yeah, rolling 1s.
6s to wound. Rerolling 1s.
No.
Nothing. Swinging to this side, you've got 4 hand flamers firing, so d6 shots each. That looks like 9, 12 shots. 5s to wound. Oh, you got 4 wounds.
4 wounds.
It'll be AP -1 because you were actually in Assault Doctrine. Oh, no, they were flamers. I was like, oh, we've got this dense cover. but it doesn't matter because they're flamers. So light cover and the AP -1, I'll just be back to my 3-up save. There was 4 wounds. And, oh, you didn't finish off the one that was injured.
Okay.
That brings us to the charge phase. Where do you want to go first?
Well, I will spend 1 command point on the Death Company for Descent of Angels. They can now reroll their charge roll and get +1 to hits in combat.
Okay, so pre-reroll.
Yeah, exactly.
So before you roll, so you want to charge here?
Yep.
Okay, so because you're rerolling a 9-inch charge, you're ignoring the difficult terrain because you got jump packs. You're most likely getting there. Yeah. So I think I will spend 1 command point.
I also got like +1 to charging.
Oh, you're +1 charging because you're just Blood Angels, right? Yeah. Or Lamenters, sorry. So I will Overwatch.
Yeah.
And just give me if I get lucky and kill one. Okay, so we're firing these hitting on 6s. Okay, 2 hits.
Nice.
We'll take it. Strength 6, so there'll be 3s to wound. Ooh, that's good. So these are normally -2, so Armor Contempt makes it -1, so you get 4-up saves.
4-up.
Oh, totally nullified. Okay. All right, so you need a 9-inch charge.
Which needs an 8 on the dice.
8 because you get +1. And you get a 7, but you get a reroll.
Reroll.
Come on. Oh, they failed. All right. It's okay, you can go punch a Bastion in the face and feel better.
The Dreadnought, or the Librarian Dreadnought.
Sure. He made it. 8-inch. Yeah, you made it. If you're just going to push him in, then you can just move him in. Because you know he's in range.
Yeah.
Okay, they both make it. So which one wants to fight first?
We'll do the Librarian Dreadnought first.
Okay, he wants the honors, so he gets the kill tally.
Yeah.
So how many attacks? You got 4?
5 because of Shock Assault.
Yes, and what does he have to roll to hit?
3-up.
3s to hit. Well, they all hit.
They all hit.
Do 6s do anything special?
Nope.
Okay, and what's the strength?
The strength is...
Strength 12, toughness 8, so 3s to wound.
And I am Blood Angel, so in the first round of combat, I am +1 to wound, so 2s to wound.
2s to wound. Well, look at you not rolling any 2s. So 4 wounds at what AP and what damage?
AP 3, damage 3.
Okay, so if I fail one of these 6-up saves, you got it. I failed one of these 6-up saves. Now, Bastions blow up on a 6, and they do D6 mortal wounds to everything within 6 inches. Yeah. I wish I could spend a command point. Heck, I'd spend both of my command points to auto pass or auto do this. Nope, not quite. Good. So it's destroyed. It'll remain there. It's just no longer Bastion. It's still going to be the objective, though. It's going to be worth some victory points to you at the end of the game, too. And I have to get those PYROVORES out. 3 PYROVORES get out on this side. And then I roll. Oh, and one of them dies. One of them burnt to dust.
Nice.
And that's it, right? Because the other guy doesn't have anything to fight because the Bastion's dead. I have to make a morale check because I'm not within 12 inches of my TERVIGON because I moved him back and my Tyranid, all the synapse are inside of this thing. And synapse does not extend out of a building. So they're leadership 5. I lost 1 guy, so I need to roll 4 or less. Yay! They're not running. Woo-hoo.
Brave PYROVORES.
Yeah, brave PYROVORES. I did forget when that 1 guy died on a 6, he explodes and deals a mortal wound to everything within 3 inches. It's one of the few things that Tyranids do to hurt themselves. Everything else usually lashes out at the nearest enemy. So end of battle round 1, you've killed the CARNIFEX from the Firestorm, you hurt the Hive guard, you killed a PYROVORE, you took out the building. Well, that's worth 5 victory points. It's technically at the end of the game, but we'll count it now. So 5 victory points for you, but no victory points for holding objectives yet because that doesn't happen until the second battle round in the command phase. So that is your turn, so let's go into my turn 1. I apologize, I had failed to mention that I had activated the Synaptic Imperative of the TERVIGON. So this battle round, all my units are +2 to their movement. In my command phase, I'm going to give a command point. The TERVIGON is going to select these Termagants to get +1 to hit. Unfortunately, I can't use any of the Tyranid Prime stuff yet because he's inside of a transport. And then I'm going to spawn 10 Termagants from him as well, his once per game ability. He spawns up the Termagants right here. And I don't need to bring any Termagants back, not that I could do both, because you haven't heard any of those yet. We'll advance the guys that just came in the movement phase. Yeah, we're just going to move up like 7 inches, I guess. No, 9 inches, because I get the +2. So we'll come up here. The PYROVORES are not where I want them to be. So I wanted them to be able to pop out and harass your infantry. Because they're not going to be very good against dreadnoughts. And so I have to think about how I want to use them. Yeah, the PYROVORES are going to have to perform 2 functions. One will be to die. And the second will be to maybe weaken that squad over there. We will advance this other big unit of Termagants. So they're moving right now 8 because of the +2. And make that 10. Okay. So they're just going to run up to here, advance to there, and the TERVIGON will follow behind them. The Hive Guard are going to stay put because I want to see if I can deal with these, the Death Company. Yeah. Because now I'll have 9 shots hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, Only -1 against them, but they're 2 damage each, so even with your 6 up, ignoring wounds, I might be able to kill 2 or 3 of them, which would be great. Parasite's going to come out, it's going to disembark from this bastion, and then it's going to fly over top of these guys, and we're going to try to embed them with some yummy, yummy viruses. So I'm going to spend a command point on his special stratagem to be able to embed when he flies over you. So it works on a 2+. Yay!
No.
So they take D3 mortal wounds. So 3 mortal wounds, and they're now infested. So in your command phase, they're going to take D3 more mortal wounds, and then it's a 50-50 chance they continue being infested.
Right.
And then the Prime and the other Tyranid warriors will get out and move and shuffle to get right where they are right here, because they want to help take out these Death Company as well. So I have a few options to whittle them down. I've got 1 psychic power to cast, which will be Catalyst. So I fail.
Oh,
nice. Okay.
Good.
That was easy. Piece of cake. Let's go into the shooting phase. We're going to start with the Pyrovores. They're going to fire into that unit right there. We're going to use the 12-inch profile, which is strength 6 -2, 2 damage.
Okay.
That's D6 shots each. And we're getting 6. 3s to wound. Okay, we got 5 wounds at -2, so -1 for you.
Yep.
4 up saves. That's 2 damage each. I think that kills them all. Oh, right, no, there's 1 left. So it just kills the wounded one and 2 more.
Yep.
Hey, I'll take it. That's pretty nice. The Biovores are performing their action. It takes the whole shooting phase that they essentially are not going to fire, instead they're going to seed spores. So I should have mentioned that. So the Hive Guard are going to turn and fire their Impaler cannons at the Death Company.
And they will pop Refusal to Die, so their 6 up Feel No Pain becomes a 5 up.
Cool. All right. So 3s to hit them. Boo! That's
Yay.
And 3s to wound. Double boo!
Woohoo!
Well, at least you wasted a command point, I guess. So you get a 4 up save against that, because -2 armor contempt, and you didn't even care. Ha ha, you wasted a command point.
Wasted shooting.
Well, actually, you
kill them.
I know. I'm still going to keep firing at them, so it's not like it's been totally wasted.
Fair enough.
So let's start with the Warrior Squad. They're going to fire everything into them with the Venom Cannon, because it's 2 damage. So D3 shots. Yeah, 2 shots. Hitting on 3s. They both hit, and wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. -3 normally. Armor Contempt makes that a 5 up save. Okay. Those are 2 damage apiece, so you can roll 1 at a time. 5 up, Feel No Pain. Oh, that's 1 dead guy, and 1 not dead guy. Wow, you did.
You're supposed to kill them!
Or you're supposed to roll 5s to show you didn't waste a command point.
This one.
All right, that's 1 dead. Got 2 Death Spitters from that group hitting on 3s. Oh, all but 1. And then wounding on 3s, strength 5. So we got 4 wounds at -2. Armor Contempt makes that 4 up. So you take 1 more wound, which you ignore on a 5. Nope, you take that wound. And then we got the Barbed Strangler, which is D6 shots. 4 more shots on 3s. Ooh, only 1. 3s to wound. And you ignore the -1, so 3 up save. Ooh, 5 up, or that guy dies.
Nope.
Okay, so the guy's down to 1 wound. Well, I'm going to fire the Venom Cannon from the Prime right here. So that'll be D3 shots. Ugh. We're just going to try to kill that one guy. 2s to hit him. Oh, come on. It was 2s to hit, 2s to wound. Wow, all that firing, I killed 1 guy.
And hurt one.
That's all the shooting, so now I place the Spore Mines. Wow, that was really bad. I killed that unit really well.
Yeah.
And the Parasite should be able to finish him off. So these 3 are going to seed. So the way that works, at the end of the shooting phase, they're going to deploy a unit within 4 feet, more than 6 inches away from enemies. And the unit is D3 strong for each Biovore. So 3D3. Come on. Wow. All right, well. So I'm going to seed the Spore Mines right here. Not the best place in the world, but we'll try. And we'll go to the charge phase now. So I have 1 charge. Did you want to do anything about it?
No.
Okay, I'm not going to roll it then. I'm just going to nudge in, because he's actually objective secured, counts as 5 models.
Okay.
Because of the Alien Cunning Warlord trait I gave him.
Fair enough.
So he's on that objective nicely. And we're going to try to kill that guy. So he's got 6 clawed limb attacks, all hitting on 3s. So that's 5 hits. There's strength 6, so they're 3s to wound. Well, I should get him. That's 4 wounds. -2, Armor Contempt makes that a 4 up save. Okay.
You gave me these eyes?
And we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Although I can't kill you with this other attack. His Barbed Ovipositor, 3s to hit. And this one is strength 6, so 3s to wound. This one is -1, so you get a 3 up save. Ah, you take it. And this would normally infect you, except you are already infected.
Not gonna.
Yeah, and actually that'll means he will automatically die because he's gonna take D3 mortal wounds. And some people have said in the comments have been like, no, it's a 50-50 he takes D3. No, he takes D3 mortal wounds no matter what. Yeah. It's 50-50 chance of whether he remains infected, which is important.
Attack.
You can punch me back.
Shock Assault.
All right, do it. I believe it might be 4s to hit. Let me double check. Yeah, it's -1 to hit, no rerolls. So 4s to hit.
Okay.
All right, well, he didn't really matter. Got a morale check on this last lonely guy. He lost 4 of his buddies. I think that means he runs.
He runs.
So you're denying me any experience.
Yeah.
I'm still working towards other stuff, but yeah, there's no experience there. So he's dead. So that was a disappointing turn. I managed to kill the 1 squad, which is nice, but I only killed 1 death company. My hopes had been by the end I'd kill like 3 of them. I didn't think I'd be able to kill all 5 because I know that the resilience of Space Marines plus their
these are very resilient Space Marines.
Yeah, but rolling as poorly as I did right there, that was a lot of firepower that they soaked up and only lost.
And I rolled well.
Yes, you rolled lots of your Feel the Pains, and I just rolled really poorly for my shots too. But it's okay. Positionally, I'm holding all 3 objectives, and so that means you're not going to get any victory points for that. You're going to be able to kill a bunch of stuff at this turn, and then we'll just keep playing it out. So let's go to turn 2. At the beginning of the battle round, I'm going to turn on the Synaptic Imperative for the Tyranid Prime, which is anything that fires. If it rolls a 6 to hit, it gets an additional hit. Your command phase, you get a command point. Anything else you're going to do?
Nope.
No. So movement phase. Death Company are avoiding the spore mines as much as possible. Coming on over here. And then we got our Librarian coming out, getting ready to deal with those Pyrovores who are in the way. And just in case he's not up to the job, because they actually do have a lot of wounds. They're 5 wounds each. Buddy boys coming out. Melta Squad moving up to support them. Yeah, get nice and close to my Pyrovores and then pop them.
Exactly.
All that acid. Should mention you didn't gain any victory points for controlling objectives, because unfortunately you weren't controlling any at the end of your command phase.
Fortunately not.
Coming into the ruins with all the flamers. Goodbye, Termagants. 3 reserves, they come in on 3s now.
The Vanguard Vets.
Yes.
Yep. The Captain. Yes.
And?
The Tactical Squad. Yes.
Okay, they're all in. A unit of Vanguard coming down to flank the TERVIGON. Tactical Squad with flamers dropping back here. Getting ready to join in with the purging of all the bugs. And the Captain wants to deal with the presence of the Synapse creatures and the Warlord.
Spending 1 command point on Wings of Fires, Descent of Angels, so they can reroll the charge roll and get +1 to hit the melee.
So they have to do that right now when they arrive?
If they don't do it now and they do it in the charge phase, then...
Either way, you're doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Got it. Psychic phase, you are in the Shadow and the Warp now, so -1 to your psychic test, and possibly more mortal wounds if you peril.
We'll attempt Wings of Sanguinius.
So that's a 4. I'm assuming
that's definitely a fail.
That's a fail, okay. And a second power?
Will then be Smite.
Smite. That's a 6, and I will try to deny that. So I need 7 or higher. No smite for you!
No smite. Okay.
I think you'll do enough damage in the shooting phase.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start?
I will start with 4 Hand Flamers into him.
So we're coming all the way over here. Death Company, Hand Flamers into the Parasite. -1 to hit, no rerolls.
Well...
I know you don't roll the hit. 14, exactly perfectly average.
5 to wound.
5s to wound. Oh!
2.
Only 2. And these are -1 because they still count as being an Assault Doctor?
Yep.
Even though the rest of your army is now in Tactical Doctor. Yep. So I get a 5-up save against that.
Okay.
Booyah, you gotta punch me to death.
Okay.
Swinging back over here.
Burning, if I'm in range for that?
You should be. And the big squad of 20?
Yeah.
Double hand, or heavy flamer? Oh yeah.
Double heavy flamer.
How many auto hits? Oh, 10?
On 3s.
Yeah, 3s to wound.
If only I popped my Wisdom of Ancients.
Yeah, right? That's 5 wounds. Now only -1 in Tactical Doctrine. So I got a 6-up save against that. And you kill 5.
Good.
I'm gonna kill these 5, because I believe it pulls the flamers, a couple of their flamers out of range of that squad. Yeah. So we have this one, we got flamers here, bolters here. Yeah. 2 flamers. So 7 hits. Then those are gonna wound on 3s as well.
Yeah.
And now it's Tactical Doctrine, so they actually do get their -1 AP as well.
Yes.
So 3s to wound. So 6-up save. So 4 of them die. We're gonna start pulling away from this way. Trying to make their charge a little harder.
Oh, they're not gonna charge.
I know, it's already -2.
Yeah, well, -1 effectively.
Actually, yeah, because you get +1. Actually, you know what? Just knowing how far away they are too. think what I'll do instead is maybe mitigate this. I'll do 2 there. There, I think I'm overthinking this. There's a 4 that did. 3 bolters, 3s to hit, and 3s to wound. 2 wounds.
AP
-1, so 6 up. 2 more die. Another one's bite the dust. You and... Trying to see who's closest to that squad. Maybe you?
Everything into them.
Just want to finish them off.
Yep.
2 flamers.
2 flamers.
5 auto hits. Wounding on 3s. That's 4 wounds at 6 up saves. So 3 die.
From the bolters.
And you got bolter fire coming their way. Hitting on 3s.
Everything.
And then wounding on 3s. 4 more. 6 up saves. I gotta roll 2 6s. I do!
Oh.
1 survives!
But he's not.
I don't know why that... yeah, well, that was your objective already. So he'll just stay there. I got Meltas coming into my Pyrovores.
Yep.
So these are the regular Meltas.
Yep.
Not in Melta range. 1 hits. Wounds on a 3.
It wounds.
I do not get a save against that. And you do d6 damage. 4. Oh, you bring 1 down to 1 wound. So you're going to fire the bolters next to try to finish them off.
Yeah.
So bolters, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 5s, yeah. Ooh, it's 1 wound. That's all you need to finish off the 1.
AP1.
Yeah, so he's got a 3 up save normally, so 4 up. Oh, you got him. On a 6, he blows up. He does not. So, I don't know, you, I guess. Doesn't matter, you're going to kill both of them.
And then the multi-melta.
Then the multi-melta trying to finish off the other guy. 3s to hit.
4s. I moved.
Oh, you moved us, right. 4s to hit. 1 hits. 3s to wound. Oh! You're considering a command point reroll?
Yeah, I'm considering it. I think I will.
Okay. Oh no! No! Never command point reroll!
Never.
Unless it's a 2 up invuln or something. The Stormbolter from the Librarian into the Termagants.
Yep.
2 shots at this range, 3s to hit. And 3s to wound.
1.
So -1, so 6 up. 1 more dies. I don't know, you? Oh, bolter shot all the way over to the Biovores, that's all you can see. Hitting on a 2.
Wounding on a 5. No.
The Death Company are going to declare a charge into the Hive Guard, trying to circumnavigate those spore mines. Hold on, do I overwatch? Because right now 6 is to hit, do 2 hits.
That's true.
So, you know what? 1 last chance, guys. Here we are, 6 is to hit. 2 hits. Because the 6 is 2. Wow, that was still crap. I was hoping for 4 hits. 3s to wound. Well, how do you do, good sir?
I like that you waste a command point.
Yeah.
Just like I do.
Yeah. Go ahead, roll your stupid charge.
9-inch?
9-inch charge. We'll see if you can place your models in a way that you don't disrupt those spore mines. Because it's really, you can just place them right here. No
I could.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
Yeah, do it. Do it. They managed to jump right there. So it's only going to activate 1 of the spore mines, maybe. But that shouldn't be too devastating, right?
Yeah.
Right? On 2+, it does mortal wound. Oh, come on! Captain over here, where's he going?
He's going into the warriors.
Charge the warriors. All right, we know it's a 9-inch charge, but you get +1 to it.
And he, from his warlord trait, Imperium Sword, he gets to reroll it.
Okay, just roll an 8. Happy 8 day. Come on in.
Hello.
Boom. Oh, I can't heroically intervene with the other guy. It's too far away. And the Vanguards who are going to be able to reroll, they need an 8 to get to the TERVIGON. Well, you reroll that. Can you get them all in? Can everybody get in? No, not everybody gets a charge. Well, you tried. What about the Pyrovore? You want to deal with him?
Yeah.
He's mocking
That
you.
company is going in there.
He's gonna charge?
Yep.
He made it. What a surprise.
Now
Is the Librarian gonna go in?
Well, he might go somewhere else.
The Librarian is going to try for a charge to the Parasite. Not sure what he needs, so I'll just roll, and if it's low, we know that it's... Oh, you 12-inch
yeah,
charge.
that's definitely enough.
Yeah. You just had to make it, didn't you?
Of course.
It's fine. You can still miss him. It's -1 to hit, no rerolls, so maybe. I only have 1 command point, so I can't interrupt. That was my mistake. I should have thought of that when I overwatched. I've been like, wait a second, he's about to multi-charge me. I should probably keep 2 command points, because like these guys interrupting or the Parasite interrupting would be a good thing. But my bad. So really your order of operations doesn't matter. Where do you want to start?
I will start with Death Company, because I like him.
Death Company into the Hive Guard. Tons and tons of Power Fist attacks, 5 attacks each. -1 to hit, so hitting on 4s?
Yep.
Do you get any pluses to hit for charging and Assault Doctrine?
Well, no, I get an extra attack if I charge.
No, everybody get, all the Space Marines get that. I thought...
Well, that's Shock Assault. Blood Angels get another one.
Another, okay, that's it. Okay, I see, I see. So yeah, you do get an extra attack. Go ahead.
And I get an extra attack from Black Rage. So
Hitting on 4s. So 2s to wound because you charged, so you get +1 to wound. You didn't roll any 2s.
No.
All right, way to use your rules. So these are going to be -4 because of Assault Doctrine. You killed one guy with that, and they do 2 damage each?
Yep.
Kills the second, kills the third. You could have killed another 1.5. So don't forget their kill tally. They killed a unit of HIVE.
Well, they can gain experience.
Oh, right, they don't get experience. Boo. Where are they going to consolidate? Come on in.
Yeah.
The water's warm.
Well, yes.
Captain's going to fight against the warriors. Now I'm going to spend a command point, most likely, once I find out your stats, because I'm assuming it's a multi-damage weapon.
It is a relic blade, so yes.
So I'm going to spend a command point, so everything's -1 damage against them.
Okay.
Got 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. One of them misses.
Gift of Foresight. Reroll this one.
Okay. And what strength are these?
These are strength 7 with +1 to wound. Strength 8 with +1 to wound.
So 2s to wound then, because normally 3s. All right, 6 of them. AP -3, so I don't get a save. They're normally 2 damage each, so they're 1 damage each. So that's 6 wounds going through. So that kills 2 of them.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah, it is. You two, I guess. Keep our special weapons. Oh, you're going to pile away from my prime. Where are you going? It's fine. I can't fight on this turn anyways. Librarian Dreadnought into my Parasite. It's -1 to hit, and you cannot re-roll these.
I have no rerolls anyway.
Well,
On 4s now.
hitting on 4s instead of 3s. Show me some 3s. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at rules and play. With strength.
Strength 12 +1 to wound.
So 2s to wound. It would have been 2s to wound regardless.
As wound with AP
I'm sure it's
3.
at least 3.
Yep.
And how much damage?
3.
Okay, so he just killed half of his wounds. He's down to 3.
Okay. Then he attacks with his Furioso Force Halberd.
Oh, that wasn't his halberd?
No, this was his Power Fist.
Does he get 1 extra attack with the halberd?
Yeah, just I can only make 1 with him.
Okay. Hits on a
4 now.
4 now.
Yeah. That's a hit.
Strength?
Strength 8.
So 2s to wound because of the +1.
Yep. That's a wound. AP 3.
And how much damage?
D3 +3.
Oh, he's dead. You just killed him.
That's good.
Just like that. Huh?
I like that.
Yeah, sure you do. And now your other Dreadnought, your Death Company Dreadnought, can kill my Pyrovore.
5 attacks base.
Hitting on?
3s.
Oh, but 2. 2s to wound.
With rerolls. Okay.
You don't. AP -2, so I get a 5-up save. 2 of them have to get through to kill me. He killed him. On a 6-up, he explodes. No, my Pyrovores don't explode. And then he's just going to keep coming for me. Well, I don't have much left. This isn't looking too good. But now my warriors can strike back at your captain.
Yep.
So warriors will strike back at your captain with 8 attacks with their bone swords.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. These are strength 8 with the adrenal glands, so 2s to wound. So we got 5 wounds. So 3-up save against these. So you take 2 damage.
And he has a 6-up because of... Oh no, he doesn't have Iron Resolve.
Okay.
No,
So he just takes 2 damage.
He just takes 2 damage.
And that brings him down to 4.
Yeah, just
So he survives it. Got nowhere else to strike back. This isn't looking too good for me. He just killed my Pyrovores, the Hive Guard, the Parasite and Mortrex, a ton of Termagants, and a couple warriors. And I've killed like 6 of your models in total.
Yeah,
So
you've killed a
your
combat squad.
Yeah, your first strike has hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
I don't know, the Tyranids might have to retool for the second game to see if they can do better, but let's find out as I go into Tyranid's turn 2. Command phase. Get a command point, yay. Then we're going to hand out a +1 to hit to them, and then we're going to bring 2d6 of them back. 4 of them, oh boy. Spawns more. The Prime is going to hand out +1 to hit to them with the direct guidance warlord trait that he has. And he's also going to give them reroll 1s to wound. Now, I don't think I have any chance of winning this, so the idea here is to do as much damage as possible, because unlike the Lamenters, I can recuperate and I can melt down my biomass and make new armies, but you're stuck with what you got. So any battle scars I can put on your guys is great.
It is all I need.
That's all you need. That's right, that's the spirit. So in the movement phase, the Prime is going to try to help take out your captain. The Pyrovores will stay put. Well, by the way, I got 10 victory points. 5 for having 1 or more objectives, and 5 for having 1 or more strongholds, because this is still technically a stronghold. And then I don't like these Vanguard back here. So the TERVIGON is basically going to pull back, and Termagants are going to come this way. So they're swarming back with the TERVIGON. There's no point in trying to engage a Death Company Dreadnought. This one right here, on the other hand, will block the path. These 2 spore mines will just drift over here and then explode. Yep. 2 pluses to do mortal wound, 6s do D3. 1 mortal wound, which you save on a 6+. Nope. So it kills the 1. That's my whole army. Yeah. We're gonna smite from the TERVIGON.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. We're gonna fire the venom cannon into the Death Guard or Death Company. Yep. Do you want to do anything about that?
No.
Okay, D3 shots, hitting on 2s, and then wounding on 2s. Normally -3, so with Armor Contempt you get 5 up saves. So those are 2 damage each. You got 6 up to ignore. The first one, it kills 1 guy, and the second
one? Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's 6s. Oh, it kills, finally, okay, all right. Well, they want to die, right?
Yeah.
So I'll make sure to leave 1 alive, just for you. And they're doing the action, of course, to seed spore mines. We're going to fire backwards with all of our Termagants into your Vanguard vets. 16 shots hitting on 3s, because they got buffed from the TERVIGON, and wounding on 3s. They'll ignore their -1. Oh, golly, that's 11
These
wounds.
are strength 5?
Yeah.
Damn.
3 up saves. Oh, look at you weather that. 1 wound. TERVIGON will fire its Stinger Salvo at them as well, maybe getting a little more luck. 3s to hit, and 3s to wound. So 4 more wounds. 3 up saves again. Fine. I didn't want to kill anything anyways. Then we're going to seed 3D3 spore mines. That's better.
That's a lot better.
That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're actually just going to float down right here. So they went. Essentially, they're going to charge in a second because it doesn't say that they can't. So yeah, 6 inches away, and then they'll be charging.
That's okay. You'll fairly charge.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Charge phase. Prime is just going to come in right here.
Very good.
And then they're going to charge. The spores swiftly come in. Oh yeah, here they come.
Oh boy.
Let's back that up. Spore mines in their own profile say they cannot declare a charge. So I'm just going to reposition these somewhere else. We're just going to plop them down in here. Yeah, it's literally on their data sheet that says they cannot perform a charge. And I'm like, there's nothing that says they can't perform a charge. except the rules. That's okay. The TERVIGON will charge. And he makes it. Okay. And we'll bring in his... you'll just thrash those TERVIGONs, so I'm just going to have him go on by himself. I only have 1 command point, so you can't interrupt. So I'm going to go with the TERVIGON. The TERVIGON will spend his command point on Voracious Appetite to reroll wound rolls. We're going to sweep, giving him twice as many attacks, so hitting on 3s. And then 2s to wound. So we got 5 wounds. 4 up invulns from the Storm Shields. So 2 of them get through for 2 damage each. Yes. So that kills the one that was injured and kills another one. And then the Prime is going to try to take out your Captain. 6 attacks from him, 4 base bone swords, and then the Maw Claws, or whatever they're called, the relic. Yeah. Hitting on 2s. There we are. Oh, I so wish I had the Warriors on. The 6s do 2 hits. Wounding on 2s, re-rolling. Didn't need that. 6 3-up saves, failed 2 of these, and he's dead. Oh, we got him.
Well, gift of foresight.
Lets you reroll 1.
Yep. And I think I will command point the other one. No.
Okay, good. Your command point rerolls don't do anything.
No.
Okay. It's all the chargers, so now you get to choose who fights.
Well, obviously my captain will smack the warriors.
The warriors before they finish them off?
Yeah.
I don't have the -1 damage anymore because I used the 1 command point somewhere. Where did I use the 1 command point? Oh, to give him Voracious Appetite. Whoops.
Hitting on 2s.
Yeah. And you still get do you get the +1 to wound because I charged you?
Yes.
Oh, great. So it's 2s to wound them.
Yep.
And each one of these just kills a warrior.
Yeah.
No, each 2 of these. Well, yeah, that's 2, 4, 2, 4. Yeah. So you killed a 2 before I can kill the captain. Well, you took that from me too. Thanks a lot.
I am very happy I did.
Then you can fight the TERVIGON over here.
Yep. 4s.
Hitting off?
Yeah, 4s.
Because of Thunderhammers.
Yep.
3s to wound because you get +1 to wound. 4 of them. I'll get a 4-up save against those. Fail 1, take 3 damage. Yep. Brings him down to 14 wounds out of 17. At least he weathers that. Well, that's the end of my turn. Failed to kill anything. I guess you do have a morale check. Well, I killed models. Could they fail morale? They lost 3 of their buddies.
Probably.
So they do have to take a morale test. They lost 4 of their buddies. Leadership 7.
They lost 3. One was already.
3, sorry. Leadership 7. Oh, yeah, that's 1. So they're fine. Lost 2 over here, but their leadership's high enough that that don't matter. And that's the end of my turn. That was pretty piddly. Killed a few models, but lost warriors and got my TERVIGON hurt. So did not kill your captain like I had planned. I came close, but you spiked all your saves again, and I just could not get through.
Just enough.
In the third battle round, you'll be an assault doctrine, obviously.
Yes.
You're not going to stay in tactical?
No.
No, of course not.
As much as I like it.
Yeah. I'd love to activate the warriors. 6s do 2 hits, but I can't. So I have no synaptic imperative I can activate because I've already used the 2 that are on the table.
All right.
In your command phase, you'll get a command point and then 10 victory points for controlling 2 objectives.
Yep.
As they're going to move forward with their flamers, getting ready to finish the job. Squad back here with Melta is going to move forward, thinking that they actually have a job to do still. Haha.
I mean,
Librarian Dreadnought comes through, advancing through the wreckage. Death Company, jumping forward, deal with the Biovores. Psychic phase, you are in the Shadow on the Warp, so it'll be -1 to your casting.
right.
What would you like to cast?
Quickening.
Well,
I do.
you do peril though,
Yeah.
and because you're in the Shadow on the Warp, you take an extra mortal wound from it.
All right.
So that is 4 mortal wounds. Well, that's all the damage I'm going to do to him.
He has a 6-up feel no pain from his water trait.
Okay. And he
takes-
so he takes 3 mortal wounds.
60 molds.
And he'll get some more attacks. So
Get
3
2.
extra attacks.
Yeah. To cast Wings of Sanguinius.
Ooh, make him go faster.
That's a 9.
Well, that passes.
Yep.
I'm too far to deny.
Okay. Fly.
So now he moves 12 inches because of that power, right? Yay! Totally necessary. Show off.
Yeah.
New phase.
Multi-melta in there. The rest.
And then whatever into the term. I'll just remove the term again. They can have the point. And then the multi-melta, 2 shots on 4s. And he misses.
Okay. The flamers into the mines and the bolters into the
Termagants. Got it. So 2 flamers. So that's 9 auto hits. Winning on 3s. And he
6.
just killed 6 of them. So you 6, I guess.
Yeah.
And a couple bolter shots into them.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. And I get a 5-up save.
Yep.
So they don't die. Star bolter rapid firing into them.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s. They 5-up save. Nope, they're not going to die now.
What? The spore mine has.
Oh, you shot the spore mine. I thought you were shooting at them.
Sorry.
Spore mine's dead. 2 heavy flamers into the termagants. So you got 9 auto hits. 3s to wound.
That's 8.
All but 1. 6-up saves. So 6 of them die. Let's take the nearest, make your charges harder. And more flamers and bolters into them from the other tactical squad.
What's the range of a
Couple flamers.
Oh, boy.
Okay, all right. That's how we're gonna do it. And that wounds on 3s. 5-up saves. So 6 die.
and
And then I got some bolters.
bolters?
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4, so 5 hits. Winning on 3s.
No, 2.
And they get their 5-up save. So 1 more dies. And a hand flamer into the Biovores, because why not, right? 6 auto hits, wounding on 5s. Has an AP though, because he's an assault doctrine.
He always was, 2.
And I take a wound.
Woohoo!
So one of them's down to 3. It doesn't matter. You got a charge?
Yes, there, yeah.
There you go.
And then
Go ahead, just
that-
push him in.
and that one will charge in as well.
All right, we might fail that, I guess, if you roll like double 1. Nah, you're good. And then that's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No more charges to make.
Death Company into
Death
the
Company.
Biovores. 5 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Yep.
That's 2 hits. 2s to wound. That's 2 wounds, and I don't get a save against that because it's -3. And it's 2 damage a pop, right?
It's -4 actually, but 2 damage pop, yeah.
Kills a Biovore.
Good.
I have no interrupting to do. So who wants to punch the stronghold first?
We will do the...
Then I'm going to blow up, and I'm going to do 6 mortal wounds to him.
Right.
You're going to feel all the 6-up feel no pains.
Right. We'll do the Librarian Dreadnought first, in the hope that I kill it.
All right, you got extra attacks with them.
I got a lot.
3s to hit with his bajillion attacks. Ooh, pretty good. And 2s to wound, because he charged. AP. And that destroys it. Don't get a save. On a 6, I blow up. Come on, blow up! Oh, that would have been awesome. It would hit so many things.
So much.
All right, so this thing is just a wreck now. That's all your chargers. So I get to choose who fights next. So my Tyranid Prime is going to try to do the job and finish off your guy. He's still all souped up and everything. So he's got 6 attacks with everything that's going on here. Hitting you on 2s. All but 1. Ah, actually the 6, no, no, it doesn't do extra because the warriors are not here to hand out that synaptic imperative. 2s to wound with rerolls. Can reroll that 1/1. Oh, 4 of them, it's not enough, you're gonna spike it. Armor Contempt is keeping you at 3 up. Wouldn't have mattered. Okay, fine. Nah. 3 Vanguard into the TERVIGON.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s and wounding on 4s now because you weren't charged.
Yep.
Although you just happen to roll really high. Shouldn't lend you my dice anymore. 5 up saves. So 2 get
4
through.
ups, but yeah.
Oh, because they're -2, 3.
Yeah.
Either way, 2 get through, 6 damage.
Yep.
Brings him down to 8, and then he'll swing back.
Yep.
He's barely bracketed, so he's hitting on 4s now instead of 3s. Still wounding on 2s though. 3 wounds. 4 up embalmed. He kills 1 more. You gonna re-roll it? Why not?
Yeah.
Hey, your first re-roll that mattered.
Yeah, exactly.
Now your captain can kill my prime because I couldn't do the job with them.
Yeah, 4 attacks
have to
only
melt them down
because
to turn something
no
else.
bonuses.
Yeah. Hitting on 2s.
Yep.
And then
Strength 7.
so 3s to wound. No +1.
That's good.
You ignore his armor and you kill him with that much damage. And then the 2 Biovores, I hope they do not kill your Death Company guy, because that's what you want them to do.
I know, right?
It's 4 attacks between the 2 of them, hitting on 4s. Good, good, good. Only 2 hits. They're strength 6, so 3s to wound. Okay, so those are 2 wounds, but they're only -1. So you get 2 3-up saves, which you will... Yeah, look at that! Look at that!
No!
Yeah! Dependable dice for the win. So this is what I have left. They're not going to run because they're in Synapse.
Yeah.
So that's it. So basically, I think you've got this.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is I'll concede, but we'll give, like obviously the kill of them to him, which he doesn't get a benefit from that. Mm-hmm. We'll give his kill to them, so you can go ahead and give them the point as if they killed him, and that goes for agendas as well. And then these guys, I would have run this way and forced these guys to take the kill. So these tactical Marines can get the kill for those 3 Termagants.
The tactical Marines,
yes.
right.
And you win the mission, which means you get to pick a guy, or pick a unit to gain a Planetstrike specific battle trait, or battle honor. And we've got to roll for some battle scars. I don't think you have any to roll for. No, you don't. Because you only lost a combat squad.
I lost a combat squad,
You have to lose the whole squad. So you actually didn't technically lose a single thing.
Awesome.
I'm going to roll for everything in my army.
Yep.
And then probably render down everything that I don't want anymore, or that got a battle scar. Because I think the Tyranids need to adapt to this new force that they were not expecting to spearhead through.
Yeah.
I got to roll a die for each unit that was taken out of action. On a 1, they get a battle scar. Parasite? Nope. TERVIGON? Nope. Prime? Nope. Warriors? Nope. Termagants? No. Pyrovores? Or sorry, Biovores? No. Hive Guard? You can get a 1 for all I care. Pyrovores? And CARNIFEX. Oh golly. Okay, well at least there's that.
Huh.
That whatever I choose to keep won't have any battle scars. Now let's take a look at experience.
Right.
Upgrade-wise, my Parasite and MORTREX is going to upgrade because I made him MVP. And we're going to go on the battle traits for Synapse units for the Tyranids. And we get a 4, which gives him, at the start of the command phase, he heals a wound. So he just regenerates a wound every turn, which is pretty good. So your Vanguard Vets upgrade, your Librarian Dreadnought upgrades twice, and then you're choosing him to be the beneficiary of the Planetstrike battle trait, and your Captain upgrades once.
Yep.
So you're going to roll on his just a regular Space Marine table first for him, and you get a 2. Which one is that?
Each time a morale test is taken for this unit, it's automatically passed. In addition, each time an out-of-action test is failed for this unit, reroll the test.
Oh, so they are much more resilient.
Yep.
First upgrade here will be a vehicle unit upgrade, which is a 4. Which gives him?
Reroll wound rolls of 1 when resolving attacks made by vehicle models in this unit that target vehicle or monster units.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
You're about to face a lot more monsters.
Exactly.
And then you'll be rolling on Psychic Fortitude to see how he does there.
That's a 3.
So that is Master of Lore, so he knows 1 more power?
Yep.
Okay, that's useful. Gives him a bit more flexibility.
Exactly.
And then you're given the Planetstrike 1.
Yep.
One of the attacker ones, number 3.
Each time this model makes an attack against a building units, reroll wound roll of 1.
So reroll that, because he already has that, because he rerolls against vehicles and monsters.
5%. When the unit arrives from strategic reserves, make a note of the closest visible enemy unit to that unit. Until the end of the battle, each model in this unit makes an attack against the enemy unit, +1 to hit.
So +1 to hit the nearest unit when he comes
down.
from reserve.
Yeah.
He'll just roll on the basic character table. Getting a 3, which gives him...
He has now 6 upfield pain.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
They get a test if they start to succumb to the Black Rage.
Yep. So
See.
the Vanguard veterans, they have killed 1 unit.
So you have to roll 1 or less.
Yep. They're
Nope.
good.
He killed how many?
2.
2, so 2 or less.
He's good.
And he killed 3.
He killed 3. He's also good.
All right, so you're not succumbing to the Black Rage quite yet.
No.
That is the end of game 1 of our 3-game Planetstrike campaign. The other 2 games will be in the MiniWarGaming Vault at the links below. If you're not a Vault member, you can click the link and get a free 7-day trial anyways, and go and check those out. They are available right now. So far so good for the Lamenters, but the Tyranids are going to regroup and retrain and render down some biomass and make some troops more appropriate for fighting this new foe that is all of a sudden spearheaded right into their lines. Can they hold off the Lamenters?
No.
Or will the Lamenters be able to pierce through and rescue those poor civilians and get out before the world is consumed? All of that in the next 2 episodes. Thanks for watching. Happy wargaming.